Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Channel Update. So this time around we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm just jumping into the fray straight away. So you've got, I'm going to be showing you what the current mod, the Northern Lordaeron mod, looks like as I give you this update. So for those of you who don't usually tune in to the channel update and you only tune into the other videos, you might miss this. I hope not. Anyways, so what do I have to say? Well, I have to do an update because there's something that's really imminently important right now. I might have mentioned it very lightly in some other videos, but I'm moving. So that means that there might be a bit of a slowdown in terms of the videos until I get settled down in my new place. Everything has kind of already been arranged. I'm already set up. I don't have internet at my new place yet, but it's all just sort of ready to go. I still have to go in a couple of times, take care of all the, all the moving things, cleaning up, checking, for little details and whatnot. And in a couple of days, more specifically this weekend, I will be moving all my stuff, so furniture, bed, and hopefully by early next week I have an appointment where they're going to go and actually install the internet. So hopefully in the course of all of next week I will be finally settled into the apartment. I haven't pre-recorded anything for that, so these videos are coming hot from just being recorded and edited and to you. So if I delay a little bit with the video for the following week, you all know why. I'm just moving and I'm setting up things and I'm getting my internet, and yeah. So it's going to be an interesting move. I guess this would now be the third move this channel has had to deal with. I sort of moved here where I currently am 3 years ago. It doesn't really seem like that long ago, but yeah. So moving on, different phase of life. I loved living where I am. I love the people that are with me. But yeah, like everything, different phases in life and whatnot. So you gotta sort of like move on, and I found myself a good place in a previous neighborhood that I used to live in the city. So I'll be setting up there. As for the channel, because this is a channel update, so we can talk a little bit about what's going on. So what I want to continue working on the mods, the mod series. It's been good. I've been getting a lot of like reaction and engagement, and so long as that's the case, I'll always continue with this. However, having said that, as you can see, we're kind of like inching closer and closer to more detail work on the map, at least in certain segments like the city right now, which you'll see me sort of go into these, little camps and farms and houses and whatnot. There's a lot of work that has to be done when we're talking about texture work, when we're talking about detail work, when we're talking about grass, when we're talking so it's quite possible that I might have to find a different format maybe than what I was currently doing, because when I'm showing you how to build this scenario or map, and we go through modeling mountains, modeling the water, editing the creating roads, doing that's all the big rough work, which is fun to do, like you've seen before in sort of like sweeping rough edits, and there's a lot of interesting stuff that people can watch. when you start going into like the nitty gritty and the detail oriented stuff, where you're moving around like chairs and cups or trees and vegetation, it's not so exciting and it's not as dynamic. So I don't know if a time lapse of me doing that is something that's going to work. I have no idea. I'm just sort of thinking off the cuff here and thinking what may potentially be some issues down the line. What I will tell you is that I'm kind of happy with what's been presented here in terms of like the area. I think the area is taking shape quite nicely. There is, I do have to be honest, there is a bug in the current map, and I have zero idea what the issue is with it. It has to do when we move past the area that we're currently looking at, which is sort of the area next to the town and on one side of the lake. When you go into the snow and large cave area in that direction, there's a crash. There's a bug that crashes the game. I have no idea what it is. I've tested it around. Sometimes it seems to do it, other times it doesn't. So that's something that is in my head in terms of, okay, well, this is something that I have to be aware of when modding this. So hopefully I'll figure out what the issue is, what the problem is. If not, we're gonna have to, just deal with it. So what else can I report? Well, I'll tell you this. I think because I won't be doing, at least I don't think so, I won't be doing a lot of like custom work on this area. I think that this area might be an ideal candidate once I'm brought it up to a certain level to release it and share it with you guys. There's certain things that we still need to talk about, like people have been making suggestions to me on Reddit and private messages to take up a Patreon account or profile or whatever, and maybe hand out perks to the people who are supporting on Patreon. It'd be really nice because I do spend quite a bit of time doing this, and it's a hobby and whatnot. So if I could get like something to like help pay the electrical bill for the amount of time that I'm on the computer, I don't know, I'm just freeballing here, but that might be something that also comes down the line. But anyways, I don't really want to take it too long. I just wanted to show you this video right now of where the mod is at in terms of how it looks in game. And so you'll have seen some developments in terms of like the farms that we've been going through, the mountains, the little city, and even this path that I'm going up right now, which is going to essentially lead to a secondary snow top area after going through a particular cave. It's still very rough, so I do realize it's not looking its very best right now, but trust me, when I start finalizing this, it'll look fine. So that's something that is coming down the line, and I hope that you're all going to enjoy. There's still obviously the snowy part, which you haven't been able to see. I chose not to show you that part in this video because of the crash. It is viewable. I still have to like mess around with it a bit. And because of how it spans towards the back as well, I'm also been doing off-camera work on the back of the frozen mountain, which is close to Stratholme. So that's another thing that you'll keep your eyes out for. Okay, so I don't really want to talk too much more, so we'll be back soon. I'll be back soon, and I hope you stick around. So until then, everybody, make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy and stick around for more videos. So until then, everybody, bye-bye.